Good morning, campers. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised as you are that we are back in an Airbus A320 Neo. In fact, the same Airbus A320 Neo that we just flew, because it turns out the game just keeps track of where the airplanes are, and another flight immediately popped up at Lubbock with the airplane I had just flown going right back to California, specifically to Sacramento. So we're going to take this flight back to Sacramento for even more money and to get myself back without having to, like, hand wave doing a flight thing. Alright, Lubbock Tower. Let's talk to Lubbock Tower.
Lubbock Tower, Azure 103 ready to go runway 35 left ISR to Capital. Azure 103 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Excellent. Alright, we're going to hand off radio to the co-pilot.
Cleared for takeoff runway 35 left Azure 103.
Alright, we're going to move into position. Alright, we're going to turn on... Nope. We're going to turn on the landing lights. There we go. Turn off the taxi lights. And... I forgot to double check the transponder. Can't see the transponder for some reason. There we go. Okay, so 5046. And is it already in altitude? Yes. Okay, apparently altitude's the only mode it has. Wait, nope. Is that ATC to auto? I don't know what ATC means, but sure. Okay, and then did I get the strobe light? How do I look at the overhead panel? There we go. I did not. So strobe light, ding. Now it's on. Okay, we are ready to go. Oh, right. There we go. Okay, and ready to go. Rotate. We are leaving the runway. Let's correct that. There we go. Got it. Whoop. Positive rate of climb. Retract the gear. Clear of obstacles.
Azure 103 contact Lubbock departure on 119.9er.
Going to 119.9er Azure 103.
Throttle to climb.
Lubbock departure Azure 103 is climbing through 4,400 feet for 10,000 feet.
Azure 103 Lubbock departure. Continue to Cavis as planned. Altimeter tree 0.31.
3031.
Azure 103 climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
12,000.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet Azure 103.
Now we're going to turn left. That was not my worst takeoff. Are we in a cloud right now? Oh, I think we're in a cloud. Oh, and we're above it. Oh, it's a cool plane. It's fun to fly. Alright, so we're in climb. We're above 10,000, so landing lights can come off. Double check that those came off. Yes. And the strobe light can come off too. We're no longer getting set up for that. Let's aim a little bit more to the left.
Azure 103, contact FT Worth Center on ONE 26.45.
We're just intercepting our planned course.
FT Worth Center Azure 10 is climbing
FT
through
Worth Fort Worth.
11,600 feet for 12,000 feet.
Azure 103 FT Worth Center, continue to Cavis as planned. Altimeter tree, 0.32.
3032.
Azure 103, contact Lubbock departure on 119.9er.
119.9er Azure 10
Alright, and let's give it
Lubbock
heading.
departure Azure 10 12,000 feet.
Azure 103 Lubbock departure, continue to Cavis as planned. Altimeter tree, 0.32.
3032, excellent. Alright, so by switching it
Azure
from
103 climb and maintain flight level 200.
200, excellent.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 Azure 10.
Oh, did I forget to hit the, yeah, I forgot to hit the engage button. And engage. I forgot to hit the Patrick Stewart button. Oh, we got another plane up ahead of us, so we've got to keep an eye on them. Because it is our responsibility not to fly directly into them. They
Azure
don't
103 contact FT Worth Center
appear to be
on
moving,
126.45.
which is concerning.
126.45 Azure 10.
Because if they're not appearing to move, then we might be just flying directly
FT
towards
Worth
them.
Center Azure 10 is at
Fort
13,400
Worth.
feet, climbing flight level
Fort
200.
Worth. Silly co-pilot.
Azure 103 FT Worth Center, continue to Cavis as planned. Altimeter tree, 0.32.
3032, got it. Alright, and then we're going to switch our altimeter to standard as we pass 18,000 and enter the flight levels. So the fun thing with the flight levels is some of the flight levels may or may not exist on a given day, because the flight levels start at 18,000 feet from the ground. They don't necessarily start at flight level 180. So if 18,000 feet is at like that same height, so like right here we hit that. Yeah, so now we're flight level 180 is actually above 18,000 feet by like 400 feet because of the difference in the barometer setting. So it's not just like a smooth transition. So there's actually like a flight level 17.5 that exists over this place right now. So like the 18,000 feet is always actually 18,000 feet above the ground, but then the given flight levels change depending on the local weather. Like they increase or decrease in height. But the whole point is they want every plane that's in the airspace where you go really fast to be on the same altimeter setting. So that they don't risk running into each other because someone hasn't switched from one surface station setting to another.
Azure 103 climb and maintain flight level 260.
260, excellent.
Climb and maintain flight level 260 Azure 10.
And engage. And you can see here our vertical speed starting to increase as the plane throttles up and starts to climb. I love this plane. It just flies itself. It's so good. Let's set up a camera angle for later. So let's put that onto a fixed camera. And then, what number was it? 4? I want to say 4. Yes, nailed it. 4 is the landing gear camera, because it's my favorite external camera. So now I can just hit that button, switch us straight out to that camera. So we got the nice external view that I can swivel around, and then the drone cam is just like lashed to our undercarriage. I love it. Keeping an eye on that plane. It's still way ahead of us. Auto thrust is still in climb mode. And it looks good. Let's get performance. Manage 320. We are still in climb. I don't want to activate approach. Okay, there we go. That was weird. That should have said previous phase still, I think. Huh. We're nowhere near approach phase. We are still climbing. Let's actually extend the range on our MFD out so we can at least see our next waypoint. There we go. Gonna be flying right over Albuquerque again. Once we fly over Albuquerque, we join a high altitude jetway.
Azure 103 climb and maintain flight level 380.
So we're already clearly given high altitude
Climb and maintain flight level 380, Azure 103.
380 and engage. Starting to climb again? Yep, there we go. Excellent. So yeah, we've gotten our clearance to climb up to flight level 380. That's our cruising altitude. That will be the top of our climb. And the auto throttle, we'll leave the auto throttle in the climb detent. Which I don't actually have detents on my throttle, but it's, you can see it's in the climb position here, which is it'll just automatically adjust the throttle on or the thrust on its own to keep us at our speed as set by this thing.
769er, contact Albuquerque Center on LNE 26.85.
Is that us? No, that wasn't us. I guess whatever plane they're talking to, we're out of range of. Oh, there it is. That's a real plane. Ish. Welcome back, folks. We are beginning our arrival pattern for Sacramento, which I think is that glow way over there. So that might be Lake Tahoe or something. Not sure. We are approaching the Carve. Yeah, I think Carve waypoint. Airplane very much flying itself at the moment still. Down to 20,000 feet already. Lake Tahoe's somewhere down there. I have no idea where. I think that's Reno, maybe? Off to our right. Oh, I see some water reflected down there.
Azure 103, contact Oakland Center on 119.75.
Excellent. So our co-pilot's handling the comms still.
119.75 Azure 103.
Alright, so there's Carve.
Oakland Center, Azure 103, flight level 200.
We need just to descend to 1-3.
Azure 103, Oakland Center, continue to SLMMR as planned.
Alright, so we're going to request a cruising altitude decrease by 7,000 feet.
Oakland Center, Azure 10 tree. Request 13,000 feet.
Azure 10 tree descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed below 280 knots.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed below 280 knots. Azure 10 tree.
And we're going to engage selected speed mode. And I have not sure how to get... can I get knots, please? No? Alright, well, we'll set for 2798 for the Mach hold. Then presumably it will switch me over to knots at some point. Maybe once we're below 18,000. Alright, so that's Slammer. So now we need 8,000. Request cruising altitude decrease. We're at 13, so by 5.
Oakland Center, Azure 10 tree. Request 8,000 feet.
Azure 10 tree descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
And
Descend and maintain
Copilot will
8,000
continue
feet,
to
Azure 10
hang on
tree.
to that. And we just need to make sure our airspeed stays under 280. Though once we descend below 10,000, it'll automatically bring us back to 250. Let's get our landing lights on. There we go. Since we're descending below 10,000. Well, we're leveling off at 10,000 to bleed speed. Oh, maybe 10,000 is the point where it lets me do knots. Maybe? I don't know. We also haven't gotten an updated altimeter yet. I think that might be Beale Air Force Base. I'm not sure. That's pretty sure that's I-80.
Azure 10 tree, you are 31 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 2,600 feet. Expect ILS runway 17 left approach via Tenko transition. Cleared to Tenko.
Descend and maintain 2,600 feet. Expect ILS runway 17 left approach via Tenko transition. Cleared to Tenko, Azure 10 tree.
Oh. Interesting. Alright, so Tenko, I actually need 3,000. So now, tap down. We'll knock our flaps down to the first level there. That will let the plane slow down even more.
Azure 103, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Not yet.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet, Azure 103.
Azure 103, descend and maintain 1,900 feet.
Descend and maintain 1,900 feet, Azure 103.
We will shortly. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and set that. Yeah, we'll wait until we're... Like, we got plenty of time, so we're gonna just chill on this for now. I think I dropped the flaps a little too soon. Should have waited till we were at Tenko before I did that. We're a little lower than I would like to be here. Like, we should have been at 3,000 still at this point, and then descended to 1,900 as we after we crossed Tenko. So I did that a little bit too aggressively, but you know, we were following what we were told there. So, whoops. Alright, so our final... we're going to turn on to the localizer at Derby, which is up ahead of us, and we'll do that at 1,900 feet, which we're already at. I would really love an altimeter setting here, actually. We're just going to tap the B key. Nope, that's not it. Control B. There we go. Okay, so 2993, not bad. So we're actually a little bit lower than we were supposed to be there. We would have, in the real world, we would have gotten an altimeter setting from air traffic control once we descended out of the flight levels. But yeah, I can't even tune in, like I can't, through the menu, I can't tune into the ATIS from this yet. I'm sure there's a way to set it in the instrument cluster, but I haven't found it. You have to know in advance what the ATIS frequency is. Which, you know, that's information we can get for sure. Alright, we've got the ILS frequency already in. We're already picking it up. That's perfect. Let's turn this down to 10 nautical miles. That's the range on this screen. So now it's, you know, 5, 7.5, 10 nautical miles out in front of us. You can see the approach lights for both runways. We're going for 17 left. Plenty of fuel? Yeah, plenty of fuel. It's a rental. I don't need to conserve fuel. I can carry extra with me so I can do as many go-arounds as I need to get on the runway. Perfect. Alright, so that looks directly at the runway. Like it knows. So that's clicking the trigger on my throttle, or on my flight stick. Looks directly at the runway, which is exactly where I want it. Alright, 2.5 miles to the localizer.
Azure 103, you are 10 miles north of Capitol. Contact Capitol Tower on 125.7 when inbound on the approach.
Excellent. That should be the handoff right
Tower
there.
on ONE 25.7 Azure 10 tree.
And then should contact the tower on
Capital
his own.
Tower Azure 10 tree 10
Excellent.
miles north inbound ILS runway 17 left approach.
Azure 10 tree Capital Tower. Cleared ILS runway 17 left approach. Altimeter 29.9 tree 128217.
Nice crosswind. Excellent.
Capital Tower Azure 10 tree inbound ILS runway 17 left approach.
Azure 10 tree Capital Tower. Cleared ILS runway 17 left approach. Altimeter 29.9 41279 at 6.
Cleared ILS runway 17 left approach Azure 10 tree.
Alright, there is our localizer. Switch to approach mode. Alright, now the plane's going to grab the localizer here and hold 1900 until we get the glide slope. The
Azure
glide slope
10
should be
tree
coming up
cleared to land runway 17 left. Wind
right about
279
now.
at 6.
Alright, flaps to full. Landing gear
Clear
down.
to land runway 17 left Azure 10 tree.
There we go. Landing gear locked. Let's just get rid of that. On glide slope. Established on localizer. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Airplane's just landing itself. I love it. Let's arm the auto brake. Medium, actually. I don't know how the auto brake works. Alright, approach is looking good.
500. 400. 300.
'Alright, switching into auto land.
200.
That's our minimum.
100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Ooh, that was a bit of a hard one. Yeah, so I when it kind of took a nosedive toward the runway there, I disengaged the autopilot and
Azure
pulled up a
10
little
tree
bit.
exit runway when able.
Alright, brakes disengaged, auto brake disengaged, spoilers retracted. That was a way bumpier landing than I meant it to be. Alright, good to know. Auto land doesn't work great sometimes. Good to know. It's useful information. We're all the way down at the far end of the runway.
Azure 10 tree exit runway when able. Azure Azure 10 tree, contact ground on ONE 21.7.
121.7 for Azure 10 tree.
Alright, that should be us clear of the
Capital
runway.
ground Azure 10 tree, taxi to the gate.
Azure 10 tree, taxi to gate 17 using taxiway Alpha Bravo.
Let's turn the landing lights off and
Taxiing
taxi
to gate
lights
17
on.
using taxiway Alpha
Strobe
Bravo
light
Azure
off.
10 tree.
The transponder stays on at this airport because they use ground control radar. This is one of my favorite airport designs, just of airports that I've been to in this country, in the USA, in that it's nice and well outside the city. It's got tons of room to grow. Like literally the only thing around is like one Amazon warehouse. And it's just very well designed. Like it's got tons of space to expand. The runways are like separate enough from each other that the planes don't have to come in side by side like they do in places like San Francisco. It's great. Like, I see the person over there, but that's clearly not the spot where I'm supposed to stop. This is. We're pulling into the actual parking spot. Oh, I guess that's my cue to stop since the jetway is connecting already. And there's the door alarm. Alright, I guess I should set the parking brake. And there is my flight getting logged in FS Economy, which you guys probably could not see. Now let's turn off the taxi lights with that handy button. That was the landing lights. Whoops, just blinded that poor person outside. And we'll turn off the wing lights and the nav and logo lights. We'll leave the beacon on for now. So we do still have to shut down the engines. And ground power is now available. Excellent. I think that was a pretty successful flight. Not the smoothest landing, but not the worst either. Alright, so now that we are in the gate, let's go ahead and turn off the right. Okay. Can't apparently turn off the... Ha! It's fine. What am I forgetting? Nope. No idea, so let's just get the last switches from the overhead panel. Turn off the generators, turn off all the fuel pumps. Engine bleed. And I think we are good. Yep, that's all the switches I can think of that we usually hit during the startup, so they're all backed off. And now, beacon off. Perfect. All right, well, I think that's going to do it. Let's check our FS Economy page. Make sure we got paid for that. So we refresh this page. This should change to nothing. Yep, okay. Log. There we go. There we go. That is money. 9,204. We paid 920 in ground crew fees for $8,263.60 in profit. Excellent. This was our ILS approach. I had that up just in case I needed it, but I also wrote it all down. That's what I was referencing as we were flying in. Not bad. Not bad at all. I feel like I'm doing all right for my first, for effectively my first week in FS Economy. Let's get over to the bank and set cash to 1,000. Boom, 20,762 in the bank. That's not bad. That's like a tenth of the way to owning my own plane. We're almost there. In another 2 months, I will have I'll be able to buy a Skylane. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. My name's Elio Dare. You can find me on the internet at Elio Dare, Xbox Live, Steam, etc., or Twitter. Twitter's the best place to get a hold of me. I'm there all the time. Or you can come say hello in the comments below the videos. I'm still a tiny channel, so that's a great place to get something in front of my eyeballs. You can tell me all the things that I messed up with the A320 and landing it. You can also see our entire route here. Carefully avoiding Area 51 that time. I still can't believe I just accidentally flew over Area 51 in the last video. That was a good moment. That was a very good moment. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!